Should we divide by sign on both sides? No. What will happen is that solutions would be eliminated. That would be bad. So based on your warm-up, what should we do first? We're going to subtract sine of theta. Now, I'm trying to put sine of theta right in there. And you would not do something crazy like trying to cancel these two. And the reason why is that sine of theta and tangent of theta are related by multiplication. Another explanation of why you would not eliminate these two is these are not like terms. Another way of seeing it is calling this one like x and y. And then if you subtract this one, you would have xy minus x. These are not like terms. Why? This one has an x and a y. This one is missing a y. So you would not combine like terms like that. And now I have it set it equal to 0. Partner A, tell partner B, what does GCF stand for, and how would you apply it to this problem? Ready, set, go. Ivan A, what does GCF stand for? And what is the greatest common factor in this problem? Watch the magic eraser. This side and this side. What did you see that was the same? Sine. Sine is our greatest common factor. Class, what's left? Tangent of theta minus 1. How do I know that's correct? We can always do what? We can check by distributing. Class, what's sine times tangent? Sine tangent. What's sine times negative 1? Negative sine.
Attention, Savannah. Attention, Savannah. We are now cleared from our level 3 lockdown drill. I repeat, we are now cleared from our level 3 lockdown drill. Thank you. This was only a drill. I repeat, this was only a drill.
Thanks for ruining my video, Mr. Koo. So, just like quadratics, we are now setting each of these expressions equal to 0. If I had to explain it to you in a very basic sense, triangle times a square equals 0. If I multiply these two and it equals 0, that implies that what?
Attention, students heading to the Laguna College of Design presentation, please head to the auditorium now. Again, students heading to the Laguna College of Design presentation, please report to the auditorium now. Thank you.
This implies that one of these has to be equal to 0. Does that make sense? That way, that's the reason why we're setting each of these equal to 0. Okay, class, does this represent an angle or a side? Angle. How do you solve for angles? Inverse? Don't do the inverse. We learned that if you're trying to solve for an angle, you have to do the inverse. Remember that? Inverse sign on your calculator? Like there. So I have the inverse of sine of 0 equals theta. Now, we're smarter than our calculators, and you have a unit circle. So basically, I need to find where sine is 0. Class, is that going to be a special right triangle or a quadrantal angle? Talk to your partner in 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. Class, why is this not a special right triangle? Because there's no fractions. Does that make sense? They're all fractions, aren't they? Does that make sense? Okay, so if it's not a fraction, that means it's a quadrantal. What color is the quadrantal in my unit circle? Yellow. So look where sine is 0. What are my two locations? 0 and 180. Now look here. I'm not including 360. That's a parentheses, which means don't include. Exclude. This one means include. So my answers are going to be 0 degrees and 180. That also tells us that you're working in degrees or radians. Okay, let's finish the problem. Class, how do I solve for theta here? We'll add 1. Tangent of theta equals 1. Class, what do we do next? Inverse. Now I need to write the inverse of tangent of 1 equals theta. Class, where is tangent positive? Class, tell me the acronym. Okay, so where's tangent positive? 1 and 3. Okay, here's the next question. Is this going to be a special right triangle or a quadrantal angle? Talk to your partner. Ready to go. Tangent is which two letters? X, Y, and R. Tangent is y over x. So I take the y coordinate divided by the x coordinate and that gives me tangent. So if I thought it was a quadrantal, 1 divided by 0 is undefined. 0 divided by 1 is, so it's not a quadrantal. It's going to be a special right triangle. If I look here in quadrant 1, take the coordinates. If you divide them, the only one is radical 2 over radical 2. So the answer is 45 and negative radical 2 over negative radical 2, which would give you 225. So 45 and 225. Almost there. You can just kind of combine your answers. Yesterday's lesson there were 2 solutions. In today's lesson there's how many? There's 4. I'm just going to list them from least to greatest. Either of these 4 solutions, if you substitute it back into the original equation, will make it equal or true.